Why don't you just disappear? That was my sister's scream, sharp enough to cut skin. My parents didn't hush her. They didn't defend me. They agreed. 3 against 1. My own blood turning into a firing squad. I didn't argue. I didn't cry. I didn't even pack properly. I left quietly, like they wanted. But the quiet never meant surrender. This morning, my phone lit up with 14 missed calls from them, and each one told me the same story. Too late. They finally understood who I really was. Backstory. I wasn't born into love. I was born into a battlefield. My sister, Rachel, the favorite. Golden child. Every mistake forgiven, every whim indulged. My parents bent their spines for her, polished her crown daily. Me, I was the placeholder, the shadow. If Rachel wanted light, they dimmed me further. But shadows have an advantage. They see things light never notices. Discovery of betrayal. It wasn't one moment that broke me. It was a collection of tiny knives. The way my mother called me a burden. The way my father said, "Rachel deserves more. You'll understand one day." The way Rachel smirked when they rewrote wills, bank accounts, and futures with her name. I understood perfectly. They weren't keeping me around to love me. They kept me around to use me, drain me, and discard me. The final shove came when Rachel screamed in my face, "You've ruined my life," because I refused to sign over the deed to the lake house, the house I rebuilt, paid for, maintained. That night, my parents nodded in unison, agreeing with her tantrum like disciples to their goddess, and I realized I wasn't family, I was leverage. Shift in mindset. When you're told to disappear, you have two choices: vanish quietly or vanish strategically. I chose strategy. I withdrew first, smiling, polite, compliant. I told them they were right. I left them believing they'd won. And while they celebrated their triumph, I began to untangle every thread they thought they controlled. Execution of the plan. Step 1. Assets. The house, my savings, the small business I built with years of sweat, all shifted into an irrevocable trust under my name only. Lawyers, signatures, airtight clauses. Rachel's name didn't appear anywhere. Neither did my parents. Step 2. Exposure. Rachel had debts, gambling, credit cards, whispers of fraud she thought no one knew. I collected everything: screenshots, receipts, records. Then I made sure the right creditors had her direct contact. Let them chase her, not me. Step 3. Withdrawal. I cut every financial tie they could possibly exploit. No co-signatures, no shared accounts, no emergency access. By the time they realized I was gone, I was already untraceable in every ledger that mattered. Step 3. Climax and confrontation. This morning, the calls started. 14 missed calls before 9 a.m. Rachel first, her voice frantic on voicemail. "They froze my accounts. Did you do this?" Then my father, low and angry. "The bank says the trust is locked. What did you sign?" My mother, almost weeping. "Please, we can't lose the house. We thought it was still in the family." Family. That word again. Suddenly sacred when it benefits them. I let the phone buzz, watched their desperation pile up. Each call was another stone on their collapsing tower. Finally, I answered Rachel's 15th attempt. Her voice shook. "Is this your doing?" I let the silence stretch. I wanted her to hear her own panic echo. "Yes," I said. Calm, controlled, final. The payoff. There was a pause, then a sob, then the realization breaking her from the inside out. They thought they stripped me of everything, that I'd walk away empty, broken. But I walked away holding the deed, the trust, the power. And I didn't just walk away. I left them standing in quicksand, the weight of their own greed pulling them under. Resolution. They wanted me gone, and I am gone, from their house, from their dinners, from their hierarchy of favorites. But I am not gone from the world. I'm building something, bigger, freer, untouchable. They're the ones suffocating in the ruins of their own entitlement. When Rachel screamed, "Why don't you just disappear?" she thought she was burying me. She didn't realize she was burying herself. Because disappearing wasn't my defeat. It was my weapon. And this morning, with 14 missed calls, they finally understood what disappearance really means. Not silence, not surrender, but the cleanest form of revenge.